25 years ago, I knew I was going to be going into coaching. And my old college coach brought me in and he said, Corrona, I don't know how long you will last, but let me give you a little bit of insight or 3 things that you must have to really enjoy coaching. Now notice I didn't say winning, but enjoy coaching. And I said, well, what are they, Coach? And he said, well, number 1, surround yourself with as many players. You just have to teach them and you don't have to coach them. I said, Coach, what are you talking about? You mean get a lot of talent? He said, no, you missed it. Surround yourself with players that you just have to teach. You don't have to coach them. You don't have to push them. You don't have to shove them. You don't have to encourage them. They are always ready to play. Jill was that type. I never saw her with a frown. It was always a smile. She was always ready to play. If you know about coaching, you know that half the battle is an emotional battle. When the shots aren't going in, they're not playing much defense. Jill was never that way. She always played. It was always like she was looking for the next possession. I know a lot of times she'd miss a shot, and she'd be running down the floor, and she'd turn to me and go. And she was just that way. I didn't have to coach her. All I had to do was teach her. And she was real eager. I remember many times in huddles, and if you know about coaching, you know, you look into their eyes in a huddle and you see stares and people grabbing for water bottles and so on. But the ones that you didn't have to coach, all you had to teach were looking you straight in the eye. And that was Jill. And she had that smile. She had that smile. And people like Jill rub off on her teammates. And she certainly has. And my old coach, he also said this, find you a live wire. Every team has to have a live wire. I don't have to tell you. Jill was the live wire. He said, find someone that is on the same wavelength as everybody on the team. See, teams are made up of cliques. The guards hang around with the guards. The big centers hang around with the centers. But your live wire, she hangs around with everybody. And she did. And they will identify with her. You got to have one, Jim. You may win, but it won't be fun. But if you have one of them, it will be fun. And she was on the same wavelength with the coaching staff. There wasn't a day go by that we didn't rib her along with the guys and the girls. We all ribbed her. She was a big UK fan. I think there wasn't a day go by. In fact, the last day I said, I got a skyline. Alabama's going to get them. She said, oh, no. So I will have to tell you that I'm many skylines behind. But she was on the same wavelength. There wasn't anybody on the team that didn't love her because she had that special gift. My old coach told me, he said, now listen, you may stay 5 years or so on, but at the end of every year, take a picture of your team and tell them right before you take the picture to smile. But don't encourage them to smile. Just say, kind of under your breath, now let's have everybody nice smile. And then when the picture comes back, look at your live wire. Now, our pictures are back. Most of our guys are frowning, trying to look macho, strong, up on their tippy toes. Jill's got that smile. That smile, she's got that smile on that picture. And he said, Coach, hang those in your office for your kids to recruits when they come by, and they will stop and they'll look at all the pictures. We said, more importantly, when you sit at your desk, you'll see all those pictures, and you'll be able to pick out your live wires, the kids that you didn't have to coach. All you had to do was teach them, and that will encourage you. Let me close by saying that I also learned that when practice is over, a coach needs to step out of the gym and let the players get together. And whatever is said in the gym is said in the gym. And our girls' team, as well as our guys' team, but our girls' team more importantly, always huddled up. I don't know what was said, but always heard the last chant, and that was all the way. I think as far as in earthly terms, we were thinking about the national championship. Little did we know that Jill is all the way.